We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you some breaking news. There's been reports all over the area of something crazy going on, something big. People's homes, their minds even, are being taken over by something called, what is it they're calling it? They're calling it Bad Movie Debate.
What up, nerds? It's Jacob Babb with Bad Movie Debate. We're here for another debate episode, a Christmassy one. We're a little late on Christmas. It's fine. It's fine. Still early January. It'll be fine. And this will be a fun one to talk about. Today, I have with me Neal. Say what up.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Not what up.
Love the space. Oh, what's up? Hello.
Gave you specific instructions.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
What's up?
There we go. Perfect. I'm already winning.
Yeah.
I'm already in your head.
It's a good space to be in. It's nice in here. You can't tell from home, but we're in about a 20-foot studio.
Yeah, the studio's huge, right?
Jacob rents out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do that well.
Pretty impressive. These are all real books.
These are all real books. I can say that. Yeah, the 20-foot space
Yeah.
is pretty incredible.
Huge vaulted ceilings.
Yeah, the acoustics in here are insane. I had to tamper them down a bit and stuff. Okay, yeah, so we're going to do a regular debate. We're going to do Red One, the new Amazon Christmas classic.
Yes, I'm here to pitch another Amazon movie.
Well, the first one was Apple.
Oh, it was Apple?
It's a Chris Evans movie, though.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
I'm here for my Chris Evans quota.
I almost did for, as we're about to do the top 5, I almost was like, maybe we should do top 5 Chris Evans movies, because this is the second one
Honestly,
that we've done.
I thought about it, but
Did you have some already in mind? Yeah.
Making like some kind of like graph of like, because in this movie he's such a dirtbag.
He's a huge
He's
piece
like
of
the
shit.
biggest piece of shit he's been, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, still he's still a good person in the end. But like some of the stuff he says,
They go
in this
through
movie
a
is
lot.
Hilarious.
Yeah, they go through a
He's
lot for him to be a good
degenerate,
person.
and he calls himself a degenerate at one point.
He is. He's a degen.
Making like a chart of like, because in the other movie he's just like such a simp.
He's
like,
a
he's like a
preppy,
even like a simpleton.
Oh yeah,
like he's like
every meaning of the word.
On which side does his character fall? Because Captain America is kind of like in the middle.
He's
like dead middle.
We're talking about D&D a little bit. He's lawful good.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah.
Like he's always like, this is the law until
to the detriment.
until they're not. But
That's true.
We're not talking about all the Marvel movies right now.
He's very loose with his moral code sometimes.
It happens when he becomes the nomad or
Yeah.
whatever. When he comes out of the shadows and he has that beard, and everybody gasped.
That's true.
Because he looked gorgeous.
Bearded Cap was a
Bearded
game
Cap was
changer.
amazing. I think everybody was shocked. Like when he in that one.
He's the new U.S. agent. I think he kind of has a beard now too.
Yeah, U.S. agent.
Gotta have,
Man, it's a part of it.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited.
I like him. I think he's a good character.
I think it'll be interesting to see
John
what
Walker.
was it the Thunderbolts?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Should be good.
Florence Pugh leading the team. Love her.
Yes.
No, anything with her, I'll watch.
Did you go see Oppenheimer IMAX?
Oh yeah, fucking awesome. Fucking great movie.
40-foot tall Florence Pugh.
Yeah. Pretty great.
Couple scenes, although you also got the Killian scene where he's like with his
with his cross.
That was a lot.
That was
You
a
could
lot.
See
It was
thigh,
it was a very roller coaster scene.
Yeah, honestly,
emotionally,
did not need to be in IMAX.
No,
that was a way. I was sitting there in the uncomfortable IMAX seats, and I was I was like, we got God on this one because it's just conversation.
We got God. Yeah, it really is. But it was fine. I mean, the explosion was cool.
Yeah, well, it's sweet.
IMAX wise, but
coming.
Yeah, exactly. Like shocker. All of that.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. If you didn't know, they set off a few.
Oh, he didn't get there in time to stop them.
Yeah.
Damn, that's too bad.
That's fucking hilarious.
But much like Oppenheimer, Red One I think will go down as a movie of all time.
Really?
As far as it existed, it exists, but it's very fun.
It happened.
I think it's good. I'm here to argue it's good.
So that means I'm saying it's bad.
Okay, it's worth seeing. More so, what I recommend. Can I argue that?
I mean, yeah.
So
I mean, that makes sense.
As far as Christmas movie goes, it's very Christmas.
Yeah, I will say, we'll put a disclaimer out. I did already do a quick review on social media that said I enjoyed it. So
yes,
so I will disclaimer for that. But so nobody come yelling at me like,
pretend like I didn't hear that. I didn't watch that. I'll pretend like I didn't.
That's fine.
I didn't know his thoughts coming in.
Fair enough. So what did we get? We went with Christmas action thrillers as our top 5. You want to go through your top 5? You immediately texted me one. You were like, so like this one, and I was like, yeah.
Die
like
Hard,
just
Die
like
Hard
that.
is number 1.
Yeah.
So that's obviously everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Action Christmas movie.
It's the classic.
Takes place during Christmas. I will say this one, it's still about the spirit of Christmas.
This one is arguably more about Christmas,
which,
but
you know, if you start talking about Christmas movies, like is Die Hard about Christmas? I don't know. It was released in July, but the whole soundtrack is Christmas songs.
the whole
so
exactly.
it's pretty hard
They're
not to say it's a
they're
Christmas
pushing.
movie.
They're pushing it.
It's
Like it's there.
It's right there. But July, anyways. Okay, so I'm actually gonna put my first one is The Grinch because
The
it's
Grinch.
very Christmassy.
Mhm.
It's kind of a slapstick.
Are you doing the
comedy.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jim Carrey.
okay,
It's a slapstick comedy.
Yeah.
There's action in it.
There's
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 action
intense,
scene. There's an
yeah.
action climax where he's trying to stop the sled.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
going
yeah, and
over
that's
all
much
that.
more intense and
Yeah.
thrilling than like the original animated one and everything. So
Yeah. Oh,
I'd argue
yeah.
that, yeah,
I'd say live action Grinch, great Christmas movie about Christmas.
about Christmas, of course.
They live in a paradise also. There's
Yeah.
no war. in
Yeah, So-
Whoville.
sounds incredible. In a snowflake.
Yeah,
They live in a
Christmas-
snowflake.
The worst day was 2 hours long with the Grinch.
Yeah, it was the
like,
Grinch
messing-
being a dick for a little bit,
And then
being
in the
like,
end, he's
you know
on their
what?
side.
He's like, you know what? Y'all all right? And they're like,
Mhm.
great.
And now he's their enforcer, basically, because
True.
he's so strong.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's pretty crazy.
do you want to go back and forth?
No. You give me
Okay.
the whole list. Your whole list.
Home Alone again. It's an action comedy with a kid in it. So
Spoiler
you-
alert.
like,
that's on
yeah,
my list
I
because
mean,
I was ready to argue like it's action.
It's action.
It's action.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing is there's not much like story.
No, it's mostly about
He's fighting for his life,
it's mostly about them getting got.
and them kind of fighting for their life.
Oh, they're 100%
He
fighting
turns
for
the
life.
table
Have you?
on
We were
them.
talking about it a few weeks ago. Brett was talking about have you seen the YouTube video where somebody like it's like Home Alone with blood and stuff? Somebody like
Yeah,
edits where all the blood
the
it's,
paint
it's,
can hits
yeah,
him,
and it's just his
oh.
brain just explodes. Yeah, that's what would
I
happen.
mean, he steps through a nail, right?
Yeah.
Is that one? Yeah. That's,
yeah, he steps through a nail.
As a kid, I remember
Bare
being
feet.
like
That was-
envisioning that, and I hated that.
That's like one of the most horrifying things in the entire movie. So yeah,
through
that's
the
an action
boot.
movie. Yeah,
right through the boot.
Yeah.
just-
Fuck that, dude.
And they kept coming back for more.
And they did. They just
So,
would not stop. Which
Again,
is
would Homer have known about Home Alone? That's the question. Would he have envisioned? That's
yeah.
how far we'd come. I put Jingle All the Way.
Nice.
That's a great,
Nice.
very funny.
Mhm.
Maybe not ahead of its time, but like it holds up.
Yeah, it holds up.
Very satirical. So
Yeah,
it's
I would
like-
say it holds
it's
up.
still, you know.
Well, you have
a lot of
Sinbad
that
as a
stuff.
mailman
That was
and
so
stuff,
funny.
which was hilarious. But then, so Savannah Lane, Kyle's wife, we did a Christmas episode. She was like one of the first Christmas episodes, and we did that movie. And I'm bringing it up again because it's still just so crazy. Sinbad as a mailman makes a Unabomber joke. And I looked
Yeah.
it up and talked about it in this episode. The Unabomber, when this movie came out, was still at large. And they
awesome.
made a Unabomber. He was like, I got a package. It's Bob. Like talking about like, and mentions
Oh,
the
yeah,
Unabomber.
no, that is
to get out of
crazy.
that one,
When
when he's getting confronted by the
There's some
cops or
sick
whatever.
people out there.
Yeah.
Sick, or whatever he says.
He does some shit, and it's just like, I was like, this is insane. Like, this man is still at large. This isn't
Yeah.
like,
Well, he tells the cops, he's
after.
like, get back, there's a bomb in this. And then
it's insane.
he walks away and it actually blows up.
Yeah, it's insane. So just had to mention that. But Jingle All the
That's
Way,
Jingle All the
action,
Way. Very good.
obviously, he's a
Action,
superhero.
comedy about Christmas.
hmm And Arnold being a great dad,
Always.
being the best
Always.
dad.
And then I didn't know exactly which one to pin it down to, but I
Mhm.
think you gotta shout out the Santa Claus movies.
The Tim Allen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because when he's up in the North Pole,
Mm-hmm.
that's also very similar to how like their North Pole looks in this red
Yeah,
line, where it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
which I love the Christmas technology.
Yeah, the
where
Christmas technology is
everything's in
pretty
the
fun.
Christmas aesthetic of just like, you know, although they had little children pretending to be like
Yeah,
100-year-old elves.
Yeah.
Which again is fine. This movie uses like gremlins, like weird,
Yeah, it uses gremlins
weird
and
goblin
like
things.
giant trolls
I-
and shit. Like, yeah.
All right,
The talking
so
polar bear is amazing.
I guess
I'll argue that all
Garcia?
day.
Garcia?
Yeah, Garcia.
The talking polar bear?
Giant polar bear talking named
mean-
Garcia.
the whole
Incredible.
world they set up with red wine is just so awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. Did we just start on that? Did you want to tell me your movies?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you mine, and
Yeah.
then we'll do I'll give the Rotten Tomatoes scores and all that, and then as always the good quote, bad quote from the reviews, which is one of my favorite things in the entire world. Yes. So we've got for me, Die Hard, obviously.
Wow.
Yeah, right. And here's one that's gonna throw you for a loop.
Okay.
Batman Returns.
Okay, I'd kind of thought about that because they are set. That one's set during Christmas.
Literally set in Christmas time. That's like part of the whole point. That's why the Penguin's doing what he's doing. Like he does it specifically that time of the year for a reason.
Well, because he's a penguin, it's got to be cold.
And it's got to be cold.
Yeah,
exactly. And it's like, but then they add like all the like he does like all the like Christmas present type stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like as like a part of his like lunatic and like zany kind of like here's my crazy.
You gotta love a showman.
Yeah,
Penguin is a showman.
He is.
He's gonna make a deal about it.
I do. I need to watch the new Penguin.
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the show is.
I heard it was incredible.
Really good.
But also, Batman 2 has been moved to 2027.
Okay.
And a buddy at work was like, "Yeah, probably because the Penguin show was so good," and they were like, "Fuck, we got to bring him back, so we got to rewrite everything that we've been working on." And I think that makes sense. But I'll watch.
So the Batman, like the Batman,
yeah, like a Battinson, like as it were.
Something in the way.
Exactly. Yeah. So then I got Home Alone, as I said I would.
It's a classic.
And then I got a couple that are a little more. They're well, not a little more. They're 100% more horror than action. But Krampus,
just the movie,
the one with Adam Scott, and so good, way better than it had any reason to be. For a Christmas horror movie with like a heavy supernatural element. Absolutely loved it. And then Black Christmas, the original Black Christmas.
I've not seen Black Christmas.
That's like a serial killer, like comes and like just kills a bunch of co-eds like on Christmas and stuff.
Like
it's
Scream?
Classic.
Yeah,
Christmas? Very like
Does he wear a costume? Is he
It's
Santa?
been a while. No, I don't. Maybe in one scene. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's like just a guy.
Did Tyler Perry not do a Black Christmas?
No, a very Medea Christmas.
Yes.
So, arguably.
Of course.
So we got the Rotten Tomatoes score on this, 31 for the critics.
See, harsh. I think that's
pretty harsh. It's pretty harsh. Audience though, 90. Yeah. The popcorn meter, it's like certified popcorn meter, which is
who are the reviewers?
Crazy.
Give
the
me
reviewers?
their names and email addresses.
We'll get to them. IMDb 6.4, which right down the middle, which every movie always
fair.
is. Yeah, 6.4 makes more sense.
You gotta wonder who is it? People that went to the theater to see it,
or people who watched it at home.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I rewatched it last night at home, and it was less enjoyable at home. Already have seen.
Yeah,
I would say. Seeing it obviously a theater experience is the best.
I watched this movie 3 times in the past few days. But
wild.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I'm glad it was an hour and a half. I'll say that because rewatching Ghosted twice or 2.5 times. I kind of skipped through. It's
easy to skip.
Going on.
There's a lot going on. That one was an action thriller in the sense that it never slowed down. It didn't take any breaths, which this movie did. So that arguably makes it a little bit better for sure. Then Metacritic, the critic score 34, the user score 5.6. Pretty even, pretty standard.
I think it's rock fatigue.
Yeah, it could be.
Because the thing is, he was actually pretty good in this.
I know, which is he actually like felt like a character.
He tried,
not the Rock. Yeah, it felt like he actually tried.
He tried in this one,
which is not something
this
he does
movie
a lot.
Is, I mean, I get. I wish I had gone through and read why some of these people.
Oh yeah.
Let me hear your good quote, bad quote.
All right, good quote. This comes from Amy Nicholson for the Washington Post. Quote. Quote. This is a good quote.
I have nothing. No, just kidding. Great. She's awesome.
We love her.
So smart.
So this is quote: "The looseness feels refreshing, a nod to the kind of giddy, sloppy 1980s flick this wants to be, a child pleaser that will live on forever in a back bedroom while the grown-ups do their boring adult chit-chat on the living room couch." End quote.
Right.
So she's like a perfect thing to put on for the kids.
Yeah.
While all the cousins are over for Christmas, and you guys can go watch NPR
go watch an NPR.
Talk about scream at each other about politics or whatever, and they're just having a great time watching this movie.
It'd be a serious Christmas movie.
So this one, the bad quotes are always so fun. Zachary Lee for RogerEbert.com. quote, "It's all gaudy rapping with no substance," end quote. My favorite ones are always the ones that are just one sentence.
What? All gaudy rapping?
It's just all gaudy rapping. It just looks real pretty.
You thought of that before you went in. You didn't even. You posted that before you watched the movie.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. What does that even mean?
Red One was not wrapped as a fancy movie. They showed snowmen fighting on a beach in the trailer.
in Bora Bora.
Yeah.
Where it's real hot.
With Nick Kroll.
And they're not melting. Yeah. It's a whole thing. So again, as always, the bad quotes are my favorite because they're always so harsh. I forget who I was talking to about it. Maybe Amelia on her episode where it's like the bad ones are always so fun because it's like, who hurt you? Like, why are you so upset? Like
you went to a Chris Evans rock movie about Santa being kidnapped,
and you came out
like
appalled.
It's not Oppenheimer.
Offended. Yeah, it's not fucking
Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Exactly, dude. Wasn't Dune 2, dude.
Yeah,
It's bullshit, dude.
That is a sick movie.
Dune Part 2 is fucking incredible. It's definitely up there.
Yeah, I've watched that
for
one
this
many
year.
times since it came out.
I recently was able to get a hold of a 4K copy, so now I'm going to do a 4K back-to-back watch sometime in the near future because it's
nice. It made me appreciate the first one more. Actually,
yeah. Oh yeah,
made it less boring.
that's what I told everybody.
No offense,
I was like Nick and Antine hates sci-fi. She just hates it. Like she doesn't even like Interstellar.
Yeah,
she doesn't even like Interstellar, which is insane.
There's a lot going on in that movie. I could see you wouldn't like it.
Just for her, it's just sci-fi in general. It's just not her thing. She just like can't get into it. But Nick forced her to watch Dune, and then they went and saw Dune Part 2, and she was like, "That shit was not bad, actually." So
there you go.
That's just
approved,
a good argument.
Not bad.
Approved, not bad by Antine, who hates sci-fi. So if you were debating on if you should watch Dune, you should.
Yes, not bad.
Yeah, not
by
bad.
someone who doesn't like them. So
yeah. So
I thought it was good. I try to tell people. Like,
I fucking tell everybody.
Because people are like, I found the first one boring. I was like, yeah, but honestly, you don't even need that much of the information of the first one.
Yeah.
Just watch the second one.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. It picks up.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, it picks up at a really good point too.
Yeah, early stuff's done, but like I said, it does make me appreciate the first one more.
Yeah, exactly.
I went back and I was able to watch it.
In my opinion, I think now that both parts are out, the only way to watch it is to do a Lord of the Rings kind of a thing and just watch both back to back, and you'll be like, this 4.5 hour long movie is incredible.
Yeah,
because that's how Lord of the Rings is. It's like that 12-hour movie is amazing when you watch all three extended.
You can kind of watch just the first one, but you gotta watch the third one after you watch Helm's Deep.
Exactly. Like, are you kidding? I'm gonna stop here.
You gotta get it.
You're gonna stop there? No, you're not.
No,
of course you're not.
Also, Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, you have to watch those.
That's one
back to back. That's just one movie.
If you're just watching the first half of that, you are a psycho.
Yeah, you're an absolute lunatic. No, 100%.
You're like, I'm Voldemort won. Fuck it.
Like you won. It's over.
Yeah, I'm
it's
not watching
over, dude. Just come out of the
same
theater,
thing. If you just watch
weeping.
Infinity War without Endgame.
Oh my god.
At least you got to watch Thanos get his head cut off at the beginning. Then you could maybe end Endgame, I guess.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, you could just end right there.
They fixed it all.
They fixed it all.
Don't watch the rest.
You don't have to watch the other 2 hours and 15 minutes. That would be
did
incredible.
have the gems on them, and they fixed it in 2
And they
seconds.
fixed it, no problem.
Didn't matter.
Like, yeah, what scene about when Captain America's all old? Doesn't matter.
Nope.
That's post-credit scene, dude. It's just an old man sitting on a bench. Everything's fine.
And you think this is unrelated? The Rock is a superhero in this movie.
He is. He legitimately is. He
literally
is Ant-Man. He literally is Ant-Man in this movie, dude. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
Are they still using AI to write their movie scripts and assemble the casts? I think so.
But it's Amazon, so yes. When I went to go watch this movie on Amazon last night, I was scrolling for it, thinking it would still be near the top, but they're like, Christmas is over, get it off the front. So I was scrolling, and it literally said like try an AI-based search based on other things you've watched. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, nope, not going to do that. And just went and searched for Red One and was like, so yeah, AI helped write this movie. There's no doubt in my mind. To like, let's say, quote unquote, clean it up. Like some like.
It felt very similar to Ghosted.
Yeah. Which
every role, it's
maybe
like
AI.
if you hit, there's like a minimum number of lines. They had to make you a face someone has seen before.
Yeah.
If it's like, oh, you've hit, you've been on screen for 15 seconds and you've spoken twice. We have to make you, the waitress from Always Sunny. You're now the wife.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Which is love seeing them get roles.
But it's just Ghost was the same way. Any random one-off character.
Oh my god, that entire sequence of the different
Their
bounty
pockets
hunters
I think
coming.
their pockets are just so deep. They're like, who
It's
cares?
fucking Amazon, yeah.
Dwayne the Elf Johnson in this one.
Dwayne the Elf Johnson
was paid $50 million.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The budget for this was $250 million. A lot of the reviews were talking about
20%
we're like, how the fuck did this movie cost $250 million and be this trash? Is basically what a lot of the bad reviews were.
Siphoning some of this off to himself or
Oh,
something.
100%. He's pocketing anything.
I guess
it's
just
insane.
he is fuck you money. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Still, The Rock.
But
Chris
Dwayne the Elf Johnson was
Right.
amazing. What's one thing is one thing I like to do too. So you're saying it's good. I'm saying it's bad. That's our stance.
I'm saying it's worth watching.
You're saying it's worth watching. I'm saying it's not. What is something
That's
you?
a tougher argument. We'll do good and bad because it's
fair.
Yeah, we'll do good. And bad.
What's something you didn't like outright? Because I have something I do like outright about this movie. Something I was surprised by.
Didn't like. Let me look. Hold on. I'll have to look at my notes because honestly, the movie's so quick.
Yeah,
there's not
that's
much
true.
not to like, other than like
It could be literally anything.
predictable.
Yeah.
Predictable kind of. Well, no, that's just super nitpicky, I guess.
Hey, it can be nitpicky.
I thought the guy, the beef stew that came up at the beginning, was funny. The beef stew was funny, but then he started doing like a
Beef
Tim
stew.
Robinson impression.
Did
you notice that?
Yeah,
Just,
he slipped
Just give me
into
the shit. Just like his whole thing. And I
he
was like,
slipped
don't.
straight into a I think you should leave
Yeah.
skit,
Absolutely.
which was really fucking weird. Honestly,
It was again. It's funny. I think they probably thought they'd get Tim Robinson to do it.
That might have been the
He was
idea,
probably
and he was like,
no,
"Fuck
because
now."
that dude kind of looked like him, and like he did the voice.
Honestly, that's exactly what happened. No, you're 100% right. He was supposed. They wanted him for this
They
role.
probably assumed, why would he say no?
Yeah, why would he say no? It's an Amazon movie. We'll pay him a bunch of money.
Yeah.
He's super big. We'll
The
steal him.
Rock.
We'll steal him from Netflix real quick and stuff. Like he
I
can
mean,
do
I would have
that.
said yes, but
I mean,
he's
I
probably,
would,
he's
yeah.
probably just busy. And it's just like
Yeah, just probably like,
crazy,
or just
schedule.
straight up was like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, like I don't want to play that annoying as fuck character.
True. Get
Which was funny.
typecast into like.
Yeah,
He feels like a guy that's gonna do just his own stuff his
Mhm.
whole career. Although he's in
Exactly.
something coming out on HBO.
which looks really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
so-
Paul Rudd, I think.
Yeah, I have no idea if he's writing it or anything.
I think he's. I don't know if he's writing it, but
Probably
it's like a
some
serious,
hand in it.
kind of a serious role.
Well, they're good at doing those like
Mhm.
borderline serious jokes.
Well, that's the thing too. I feel like he's probably. Oh yeah, that's true. I think he probably, probably a lot of improv coming from him that's making it into it. Not to the level of like Ryan Reynolds in like Deadpool, where it's like he gets a writing credit because he improv so much that got it like and stuff. But like he's probably improving a lot of his lines in that.
I'm happy for him.
I'm
It looks good.
I'm all for it.
I
Yeah,
think he's a funeral home.
something like that.
Director.
I can't remember the details. It's been a
It's
while
better
since.
to speculate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wildly. I
What it
love
might
wildly
be.
speculating.
Yeah. We'll never know
But
till
yeah,
it comes out.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, if somebody knows, let us know.
Yeah.
Because
Leave it in
I
the
do not
comments.
know off the top of my head. So you don't like that Tim Robinson
I
esque
just
kind of
thought
guy?
that was
That's just something that kind of threw
that's
you
so
off.
nitpicky.
Yeah.
I had
Oh,
nothing
that's
wrong
fine,
with that
dude,
part.
no.
The beef stew I thought was kind of funny.
The beef
Where's
stew
the
part,
beef?
like
You
what
know?
he was doing, is like, yeah, he's gonna put on this shirt and say beef stew, like the whole bit.
And that
like
is
I get.
the whole like they were saying the 80s 90s like Christmas
Mhm.
movie thing
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's like just little one-off jokes, just shoving the movie full of jokes.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
A lot of comedies don't do that anymore.
No.
Where it's just constantly trying to make you
Mhm.
laugh at something.
That's something. Yeah,
And I
I think that works. Yeah.
maybe there is a bit of no, I don't know. See, the thing where I was gonna say it might take itself too seriously, but that's what makes it even better is the fact that
Mhm.
The Rock's entire personality and like identity is
Mhm.
Christmas.
Yeah.
And the naughty
He
list.
is Chris. He's so obsessed with.
That's what I'm saying. He does a
the
good
naughty
job
list.
at this playing like
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
To the
He's
point where I don't think they took a character
Mhm.
and forced The Rock into it.
no.
He was really good for who he is.
I think he.
Callum Drift.
Yeah, I feel like he did a really good job. Like it's shocking how good. Like that's what part of like what that one of the things I do like is like I think The Rock, which we haven't seen in a while, actually play not just himself,
Right.
like actually playing a character. Like they got a big strong dude like The Rock to play this, which makes sense.
It's very funny.
But he's actually good.
Some
Like
of the
he's actually
stuff
like
he's
some of the shit he says is hilarious too. Like and because he's good at comedy like delivery in certain situations.
Oh yeah, later on he knocks out one of a henchman, and he says, "Good tidings." Like
Yeah,
that's
great.
That's
That's
good.
80s schlock.
So serious.
Yeah.
Like he's just giving the rock face the whole time.
Yeah, he's got the one eyebrow up,
Yeah.
like pretty much the entire
Yeah,
movie.
you do that really well.
Something like that. Thank God I got video now. You can see my something like that. But then I also liked how other like it wasn't just about Santa and Christmas. Like
Yes.
Krampus is in there, the Christmas witch is in there from like Nordic countries and stuff.
Yeah.
Like putting all of those in there
Icelandic.
in a narrative. I was like, that's pretty cool. It was totally unexpected. I was like, okay, who the fuck is gonna be stealing Santa? I was like, obviously that's the whole point of the movie. Like you go in knowing that he's gonna be
Stealing
stolen.
his godlike powers.
Yeah, stealing his like godlike powers for nefarious purposes and stuff. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I wanted more
This is
lore.
rad.
on
Yeah,
changing it. That
exactly.
was
Like-
that's what I disliked about it.
Yeah.
I want more of this.
Yeah. I like the I can't remember the name. I don't think I wrote it down. The name of like the organization, like when Chris Evans first shows up, they have the Headless Horseman and stuff. That Lucy Liu, Mora, yeah.
It's I didn't write that one down. I wrote down Elf.
It's like mythological organization
But
for
it's Mora.
retaining some shit like that. But I was like, damn, honestly, you could make a whole franchise
Yeah,
out
absolutely.
of this.
Lucy Liu plays that character.
If Lucy
so
Liu
well.
could come in and
Oh
just
my
do,
gosh, I just wrote Lucy Liu is a professional.
yeah, she
This
fucking
whole movie,
kills it. She was
She
amazing.
treats it like
Yeah, she's on that shit. And I'm like, if you could just get her do one day of filming to do all those parts when they have to talk to her, she has to like yell at whoever, and it's like, don't get the Rock back. Obviously, that he's a Christmas guy and stuff. Then you can do like you can do so many different holidays where like based in this world,
They
and
gotta
like
go out and
that would
get-
like be pretty. They have to go like
oh yeah.
like one's like a like so this is like a kidnap movie, like a kidnapping thing. You could do some kind of like a heist where like somebody you have to pull off some kind of heist to save a holiday or some shit like that.
I'd watch
That
it.
would be awesome. I'd watch those.
They got to bring back Jack O'Malley.
Oh God, he's a piece of shit. Well, I did adult him is an out. I said I wrote down a. Jack O'Malley is a little piece of shit trying to ruin Christmas for the other kids. Way too smart for his own good. And then I wrote, adult him is also a total piece of
Yeah,
shit.
I
Like
didn't understand.
he's such a piece of shit until the
Okay,
very end.
All right, we can talk. All right, if we're just gonna get rid of the stuff we didn't like.
Oh no, now we're just
horrible
talking.
Father.
Horrible
Horrible
father.
piece of
The
shit.
worst father I think I have ever seen in a major production in a very long
Oh
time.
my gosh! Like literally, when he drops him off, and the mom's like, "Hey, can you?" He's like, "We hung out.
Yeah, we hung
talked
out,
in the
yeah.
car ride."
Yeah, literally he shows up hungover
Like,
as shit.
yeah, it's-
Like
yeah, he goes, "I gotta get something in my belly."
yeah, and it's like, you want a churro? And he's like, give me
It's in
2
my
churros. I said I didn't want one. I know.
Yeah,
And he's like,
they're for
oh,
me.
I have to do this. I understand the part where he's like, oh, I got in trouble for like changing my absences and stuff. And he's like telling him how he's got to be more careful about accessing mainframes
Yes,
and leave no
classic.
trace and stuff. Like, okay, that's fine. I get it.
Classic
I get why that.
scumbag parent.
But then he's like, yeah, I have to go do this
He slashed the kid's
stupid
tires.
pageant thing.
Oh yeah, I guess.
And he's like, oh, that sucks. Good luck with that. Bye. Like
Yeah,
not realizing,
no.
like his wife has to call him and be like, or his ex-wife has to call him and be like, obviously he was inviting you to that and
Yeah.
wants you there, you piece of shit. And he's like, fuck you talking about? No, he
Yeah, you
didn't.
should have said that.
He's like, nah, it sucks.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go to that. Like,
You know, and in true
Mm-hmm.
movie fashion, it was the one time where he's literally unable to go anywhere because he's
oh yeah, he's in
the North
Germany.
Pole or Germany
Or he's
or-
in
yeah,
Germany,
wherever he is.
leaving Bavaria, like leaving the whole Krampus scene, which is pretty wild.
he's supposed to be there. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I didn't understand. I'll say like the whole snow globe thing was just obviously very cheap. Like Grilla, Grilla the villain, good name. Apparently, he's an Icelandic. Folk,
Yeah, I looked into her a little
folklore,
bit more because I didn't know.
known for stealing children,
Yeah,
possibly to eat them.
possibly Ethan.
Don't know.
Very Krampusy too.
Very
Like that's why
Krampus-like.
they dated for a while, according to this movie.
But just very basic.
Yeah,
Also, kind of Thanos.
Yeah.
This is secretly an Avengers movie.
yeah.
They
It's
somehow
a super,
made a Christmas Avengers movie. This is it.
Yeah.
And because The Rock is Ant-Man. So let's start with that.
Let's talk about
start
that. Let's
over.
talk
The
about that.
Rock has Ant-Man powers.
Yeah.
So is this tiny version his true self, and the big version is like the power? Or
You
is it
know,
the other way.
I don't
There's
know
humans
because
living up there. There's a Christmas village at the North Pole.
yeah, with all like but also there's a bit where he's like Chris Evans says something about how like oh, are you like an elf or like he says something along the lines of that, where he's like asking him and he's like, do I look like a human to you?
Yeah, do I look human?
Do I look human?
That was a very classic Rock.
Yeah, exactly. But then he also, when he's talking to Santa, played by the incredible J.K. Simmons,
yes.
Jack J.K. Simmons, which maybe a little too jacked.
Very jacked.
Very jacked. And yeah, but I digress.
Look out for your heart, J.K. Don't do steroids.
Yeah.
Please.
Exactly.
We need you.
We
cranking out the
need
hits.
you. We need you.
We can't have the old men that are left to be in movies. We're dwindling down.
Yeah, we're
lose
losing
JK.
them every year. We can't lose you now. You have too much to do.
There's not that many alpha grandpas left.
Exactly.
There's a lot of lovable teddy bear grandpas.
Yes.
We need the mean old man
Yeah,
still.
and we need him to be
Clint Eastwood's. He's next to go. Jimmy Carter was, and then Clint will be soon after.
Clint will be soon. Yeah, it's inevitable, which sucks. But we also we need fucking JK for fucking Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah,
he's the only one who can play fucking
J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson. He's the only fucking person who can play. He even voices him in the Spider-Man games.
He's so good.
He's the only one who can do it.
Crap,
mega crap.
Absolutely
Absolutely amazing. He's the only one who can do it. So you can't. Watch yourself. Take care of yourself.
They nailed this cast.
They did nail this cast.
The movie's just, man. Okay, the argument like is it?
Oh, but he says JK. He's talking to Santa, J.K. Simmons, and he's like, you need someone who's 300 years old in their prime and stuff. So he's like 1,000 years old.
Okay,
or some
I had that
shit?
written down too. I was like, how old is Santa? Is he millions, thousands of years old? Not millions, I guess.
Thousands and thousands.
Thousands of years
Has
old?
to be thousands and thousands.
And
because obviously he's not human.
The lore they've built up is hilarious.
Yeah,
because it doesn't make any sense. There's like trolls, the
don't
weird monsters carrying around.
I don't understand.
I tried to look that up. I looked up like Christmas trolls and Christmas, and now when you look that up, you just get a bunch of AI images on Google.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
But I was trying to figure out like what legend that was from, that big rock gnomes or golems or whatever like would carry around presents. But that being said, give me more of that.
Yeah, give me. I need to know why.
That's amazing.
Who are they? Where do they come from?
The
What is the thing?
I've never seen an elf like that.
No,
that's a true.
It was
creature.
with the weird, like their ears or whatever.
Half their faces
like,
are
yeah, it's
mouths.
just very like Star Warsy looking
Star Wars. Well, again,
guys.
I guess they're just trying to be a Marvel.
They're just trying to get they're just trying to shoehorn in any element of a franchise they can. Maybe they are planning on franchising this with the whole Mora thing.
Well, Red 1,
yeah,
Red 2, Red 3,
Red 4.
7, so red, so furious.
Something like that. Yeah, exactly. The Rock's already there.
That's true.
It's perfect.
Callum and Jack? Jack O'Malley, the wolf.
The wolf.
Total scumbag.
Total scumbag.
I couldn't stop.
He's just such a piece
every
of shit.
chance he got to early on to be a scumbag.
He just took it.
Oh,
well, I just love to.
That kid's better off without me.
Yeah,
he's probably like
100%. 100% he is. I mean, yeah, it's obviously like it's a self-deprecating thing from him. It's like, but I don't think there's like that's a self-deprecating thing, but I don't think it's self-awareness. I think it's just he just sucks. Yeah, he had to go through a lot to change.
I still don't understand.
And actually get the Christmas cheer in him.
The no dad thing.
What do you mean?
So they say he has no dad. They're like, oh, you found that out. You found Santa's not real. How come you can't find your dad?
Oh, yeah, well, you can find your own dad.
And then, like later on, I thought it would like tie back in at some point that he didn't have a dad. Or like he was always good at searching for people because he was trying to find his dad, and they just never talk.
And he never finds him, and he is a piece of shit father.
At the very end, when Callum Drift looks at Jack O'Malley
and his
he
son
sees him as a kid.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna be like, "Oh shit, I know where your dad is.
Yeah,
I remember your dad.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, and we could
blew up over Vietnam. Like
some shit. Yeah,
whatever happened.
Nope.
No. He's like. And then Santa's like, "Are you seeing it again?" It's like, wait, so if you love Christmas, you see everyone as children?
Well, if you're like some kind of magical elf thing and stuff.
I feel like they're kind of like psychic vampiring a little bit. They're like, yes,
100%.
The spirit of Christmas.
100%. There's definitely psychic vampire energy throughout this entire thing, and that's not even the Christmas witch. Like that's
true.
Not even
the witch
her.
does that as well.
Yeah, I mean, she does, but like it's not just her, which is weird. I think.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. So
she's Thanos.
She's 100% Thanos.
Wants to be Thanos.
So I don't know if he's Ant-Man, if that's actually his true form or not.
He's a little right.
Because
he
goes and gets toys, and then he
Yeah.
can like do his little thing, and
Yeah.
it brings it to. He says something like it brings it to reality, or it makes it real. It's like, okay, so which version of you is real? Because you're like 6'5" and huge, but then when you're fighting the Nick Kroll's henchmen, you like shrink down and do Ant-Man shit, and that's just really weird.
Saying, like,
I don't know.
And he's an elf, kind of.
Something.
Again,
they'll
iron this out.
Don't understand.
Red 2, I hope to be just a really deep dive into the last 10,000 years of Santa Claus.
Yeah, I need a lot more
what
lore.
they've been up to, or 2,000 years. I don't know how far back it goes. Yeah, the monsters, Krampus was great.
Yeah,
it's just
that actually looked really good, and that was like mostly costuming and stuff, because there's a shit ton of CGI throughout this entire movie, to the point where it is kind of nauseating. But that whole scene was pretty practical costuming and like all that kind of stuff, which was cool. And I think the guy whoever it is that played Krampus was funny and did a good job. So I like that.
He played Tormund Giantsbane in Game of Thrones.
Oh, I mean that makes sense.
Christoph, I couldn't pronounce his last name. I wrote it down. It's like Hijvig. It might be really easy to say. It's like Hivij, something like that.
I can find
out. Christoph, I think, I'm pretty sure.
That's pretty dope.
Christopher, whatever his name
Tormund
Giantsbane.
You did a good job.
He did do a good job as Krampus. That was one of the highlights to me.
That was a highlight.
Because that's when like the movie could have gone many different directions once they're at the low point.
Yeah.
The emotional low. And they go to see Krampus. And he's just over the top. He's living with... that's on my other page. Also, I got to say, my notes... are my urgent now. I had no paper. My urgent now when I got bit by a brown recluse a couple months ago. So, adult insect bite. So that's all I had for paper. And I spilled coffee on it apparently at some point.
That's hilarious.
I was going to say ELF, which stands for Enforcement, Logistics, and Fortification.
Yeah.
Which they forced that one.
Really forced ELF in there, yeah.
Where does he say, like, he had some other one, like,
oh, yeah, there was another code, something
about being strong, you know.
Yeah.
He's got to talk about how strong he is. It's
course.
The Rock movie.
It's probody in his
like the Do I Look
contract.
Human?
Yeah.
That was a WWE shout out.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I look human to you? But
nothing about cooking though, shockingly.
Cal's entire world is built around the naughty and nice list. He is possibly stunted. Just saying, like, he might be a little bit emotionally, you know, stunted from the fact that, like, can't understand, like, a gray area, it doesn't seem.
Yeah.
He's like,
he's
you're
very
on the naughty list.
Yeah, he's very black and white. And like he literally sees, because like when we first meet him, actual Santa is at the mall with the beef stew scene and stuff, like, and he's seeing like people steal stuff. He's seeing people like get into physical altercations because it's Christmas time. That one woman screaming on the phone like about essential oils. Now she's gonna murder someone because they're out and stuff. And he's just like, these people are all absolute trash. And
naughty.
it's like, okay, sometimes people have bad days.
Yeah, we don't live with all of our meals paid for and our housing paid for, and we're also not immortal.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the thing I did. Okay, that was more of not a complaint of the movie, but with what they were writing, where he's like, he's like, these people don't understand. It's like, yeah, we don't live hundreds of years.
Yeah,
like, people
exactly.
don't have the perspective you do to like.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like
understand.
It's literally like a potentially immortal being.
Yeah.
Trying to.
So what was he gonna do?
What was he gonna do?
I had that written down. Retired to what?
Yeah. What do you mean you're retiring? Well, it's like. Well, he also says like
you can't leave.
Like, is he retiring, or he's like it's time for a change? Like, is he gonna go to a different wing of the Mora thing because he's can't get over how the adults in the world are the human adults are pieces of shit because they're all on the naughty list, and he's like, I can't deal with this, so now I'm gonna be in the like the Sleepy Hollow department and deal with
go back. I did
deal
like
with that.
Like we keep the head here and the body.
Yeah,
here.
they keep them separated. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Again, they did such a good job.
Again, that's where I want more of that. I want more of the fucking Mora stuff and Lucy Liu.
Good.
I loved that part.
Like the Mission Impossible level control room.
Exactly.
Just to find Santa was
just
so
to find
funny.
fucking Santa.
Also, like he has a deal with the U.S. military.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He can fly in and
the jets fly him out and stuff. Like, all right, see y'all next year and stuff. Like, how dope would that be if you were in the military, Air Force, and you got assigned, like you made it all the way through, got all the clearances, and they were like, all right,
Overwatch on Santa.
Like, oh, you're thinking about quitting? Guess what? You can stay here forever,
Be Santa's
like
wingman
until you're ready to
while he
retire.
delivers presents.
You can be one of the guys who helps make sure he gets where he needs to go when he's flying over the United States. I would stay in the Air Force if that was an actual option. Like
And
that
it
would
just
be amazing.
reminded me of the worst scene in the movie.
Oh, what's that?
When he's delivering the presents.
The presents.
That is so dumb.
It's so wild.
So
It's
dumb.
so wild.
It's good, but like it's. So, I think that's to make it like still about Christmas.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
that's for the kids.
That's for the kids.
That's for the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
But it looks so silly.
It looks so
He's
goofy.
like flipping. He's like,
Yeah, doing his
running,
little pitter patter and
like,
stuff because
you
he's
can tell
because he shrinks too and
yeah,
stuff because
he
he's got the
shrinks down
technology and stuff.
So
like
it doesn't explain at all how he's able to do 1 billion houses or whatever he says.
no, it's literally like 3 billion homes or whatever or something like that, and like that's just an absurd.
He does like 2 in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's like what like
And
so.
he's like carefully doing each one. I thought like all the elves would be helping and like
Yeah,
I do think the little system they had to like
Mhm.
fly him the new pods of presents.
yeah, that makes
was
sense,
cool.
and like that's kind of cool.
Who else did the
But
shrinking presents?
also, I think it's just
Was that the Santa Claus?
yeah.
They took a lot from the Santa Claus.
They did. I mean,
they
it's-
really did.
yeah.
They took
So-
a lot,
I do want to say, so Amazon made this movie, right?
allegedly.
Allegedly.
They definitely watched on Amazon.
yeah. So Amazon made this movie. Did you find it interesting that part of Cal's whole anti-Christmas, he's going anti-Christmas and stuff, there's a bit of like, the over-commercialization of it, like not the spirit of Christmas and stuff is a part of why he's angry with like the adults who are on the naughty list because they're pieces of shit and stuff like that. But then we go to Santa's workshop and there's the original little one and stuff in his tiny little sled and stuff, which is cute, and spoiler alert, that's where he's been that's where Gil has been Grilla has been keeping him doing
Like the
her plan
original,
and stuff,
yeah.
like and under the, which is
At the
a
snow,
cool point.
At the snow globe maker.
Yeah, which a cool point. That was kind of a fun little twist. Pretty predictable, but still
Also,
cool.
snow globes were the source of power in the Santa Claus.
Yeah, also true. So
I'm all of a sudden turning on this movie.
yeah, good. Yeah, like
No,
I said,
no,
it's
no, no,
working.
no, no, still amazing.
We still got time. We got time. We'll talk. But the point I'm trying to make is like it's just interesting that like he's bitching about that when they're at the mall. They get there and it's like, wow, look at the Amazon factory level
Yeah.
of work. But
Oh.
notice how happy everybody is and how much they love being there.
They're enslaved.
But are they? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, are they volunteering?
Where else can they go?
Like, it's like they're. Because are they volunteering or are they getting some kind of a stipend? Because there's a whole village
Is it a
which
Willy
appears to
Wonka?
be like have little shops and like you can go get food and stuff. It's like, is it just like a?
The Christmas village is wild. When he escapes, or not escapes,
Yeah.
like when he runs up the roof, when he does escape.
That's
and they're
the
so
superhero
expensive.
thing. That's the
When-
superhero
yeah,
thing.
And when he's taking off,
Oh, and then that's from the they steal from Avatar: The Last Airbender when he goes down the chute
Yeah.
and stuff. That's in fucking
and Krampus's
Avatar
tail,
and Krampus's tail. Yeah.
which was so gross.
Which is
They-
very
Krampus
gross.
is so creepy.
Yeah, they did a good job with
Love a
the
nice creepy
with
Krampus.
the Krampus for sure. But yeah, I was saying I was like interesting Amazon pushing a factory. Look at all these happy factory workers.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying
I
now.
was like that's interesting.
There's like you see the elves like peeing into bottles. And stuff.
Exactly, like that's what I'm saying. Like where are those scenes? I know they're
On
there.
strike
I know
out
the
front.
on strike
Hosing-
out front getting.
hosing them down with- oh, no,
Oh, you're good.
they're hosing them down.
Yeah,
with-
hosing them down and shit. Like
the
that's what I'm saying. I was like, he's literally
Hey, Grilla could freeze
bitching.
people, or no, the Iceman.
They do
They'd
freeze.
be good.
people. They would.
They'd be good strike busters.
Yeah, strike. Yeah, exactly. They like it's just like I just did find that funny on this second watch. Like I didn't like looking for like the bad and stuff. I was like interesting. He's bitching. He's kind of bitching about the over commercialization of Christmas and not like how it's like not the Christmas spirit anymore. And then we go to an Amazon factory level operation that is Santa, and everybody's so happy to be there and working so diligently because the
course.
big day is coming and
It's
stuff.
Christmas.
But I get
They
it. But
love
like,
it.
I just think it's
They
interesting.
work all year. No, that's what I'm saying. Their entire psyche is like their entire world. Jeez, I'm gonna knock these over good. Their entire world is based around Christmas.
I mean, yeah.
Callum's whole brain is wrapped around the idea of the naughty, the nice list. I
True.
assume the elves have just been indoctrinated like everyone else.
Exactly.
They also, where else are they gonna go? they're gonna leave.
Oh, same with him. Like, what the fuck is he
you
gonna
think,
do?
you think
Like,
there's not like a team that's gonna hunt you down? Garcia's gonna come get you back.
yeah, Garcia's gonna cut your ass.
Yeah,
Love him.
Garcia's.
Love Garcia.
That's a company man right there.
Yeah, that's a company man.
He's not gonna rock the boat.
Yeah, no.
Garcia likes.
He likes where he's at. He's in a good position.
nice
Yeah,
warm
he's
cave.
like the second in command of the security.
Gets all the
Like,
seals he wants.
oh yeah, whatever he wants,
Yeah.
probably. But I just like I just find that funny. I just
Well,
found that
and
funny.
you got to think they hate commercialization, and then the Santa's Workshop leads to every single toy store in the world.
True.
So it's like, well,
That's how they portal through. It's like you just have to go to a back closet and like
the
put
real
a thing
spirit
up.
of Christmas, buying Hot Wheels.
Buying-
It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, and
But-
Lego sets and all that shit.
Yeah, he's very the whole naughty nice list is
Yeah, well, like the message was like I was like we're already contradicting the message you're trying to establish with like the Rock. Like his character and like his whole thing, and he's like, I love this place, like, and he's like reminiscing about, he's like, and stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
For him to rethink about it. 'Cause
True.
She was also like, anyone I find to be naughty. She said people that were late.
Fucked. Yeah,
People
if you're
just
late
just
to
late
anything,
something. Oh.
anything for any reason. Yeah, she like he's very black and white, but she is like pure black and
evil.
white
Very
about it.
basic
Yeah,
evil.
very basic evil and
Which
stuff.
is-
Which I think Kieran Shipka did a great job, like in
yeah.
the role and stuff. But like just the character, the writing of the
character's
character.
written- and I guess those are her children. They said
Yeah.
the shape shifting snow things.
Yeah, they're all like everybody who works under her, are her children in some way, or their
Whatever.
children. They're children she's stolen in the past and made
whatever.
immortal. Or something.
I'm
I
the-
don't fucking
well,
know.
She's a big gremlin monster, and they're all like all their faces are messed up.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, that's because
know
that's
if
what
they're
Krampus was
not
like.
humans.
He's like, yeah, like he's like, I loved her back then when she was rocking that look
Yeah,
and stuff.
he
He's like,
goes-
now not so much, like, which
Those-
is kind of
those
funny.
two big natural tails or whatever. It's like, what the
Like, come
hell?
on, again, I trying to 80s like any random joke, inappropriate or not, they can get in there. I don't know.
Where'd we? So movie starts. We're at the mall. He gets back. He wants to retire. Santa's like, no. But again, what are you gonna?
He's
do?
like, yeah, well, they straight. He actually
What's your job, Rock?
Fast and Furious.
What are you gonna go do now?
He Fast and Furious is it? He says one last ride.
Yeah,
and then
he
they
does.
shake and on it and stuff. Like the classic moment.
Very predictable. Movie.
Very predictable.
I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I mean, 31% predictable, maybe. But,
Maybe.
So after that, this is why I had to turn around and go back and get the notes because
Yeah.
I knew I wouldn't remember everything about what even happened. Oh, they go get the hunter.
Yes.
That was good.
Mhm.
I will say, Chris Evans' character might be my favorite in the movie.
Yeah.
Even though he's a dirtbag.
He's a huge piece of
But
shit.
his reaction to everything is actually how a human being would react to this shit.
It's a genuine piece of shit, like but like a genuine human. Like,
right. Not
like-
the degenerate stuff. Nobody would be that bad of a dad.
No.
But to be specific, when they're on the beach with Nick Kroll,
Yeah.
he gets possessed by Grilla and he's
Yeah.
like rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
And after he's like, what the hell was that?
Just like that.
and they're trying to move on. He's like, no, what the hell was that?
No. Explain that shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
very
love
funny.
that movie.
Yeah, I
I'm
like.
like, what?
I like, yeah, once he gets thrown into a world of magic, he's just
like,
like,
what the fuck
he's
is
like,
happening?
obviously he's forced to go along with the ride and stuff, but like, yeah, his genuine shock and horror at the things that are happening.
That always hits for me in movies.
That
I
is
love
very
moments
funny.
of just genuine or just like real moments of, when
Yeah.
someone when the villain gets shot mid monologue,
Oh,
someone's
yeah.
like, we're not doing that.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. It's nice.
Oh yeah, I like it too, even when
I
they're
don't
like,
want every movie to do it, but
yeah, I like it even too when sometimes they're like, you think I'm gonna monologue my
Or that
plan
too.
to you right now?
Why
No,
not?
absolutely not. Go kill him. And
Yeah.
then some other Deus Ex Machina comes in and like saves
Yes,
the day
of
and stuff.
course.
Like I like that. Like
Can't die.
it's like, yeah, it's not James Bond. It's not Sean Connery, James Bond. Gonna give him just enough time to get saved and
the
shit.
whole time James like looking at his watch, waiting for something to happen. And they're like,
Exactly. Like,
why are you stalling?
it's like, are you busy?
Yeah.
like you have somewhere to be. You're tied up. Yeah, exactly. Like
oh my god,
that shit's crazy too.
bad CG in this movie at times though.
It's pretty
You
bad.
know, you gotta call it like it is.
It's just part of
It
it.
just makes the screen. I guess we're just so used to seeing it now too. It just makes the screen just look like blurry almost. It's
Yeah.
just like a jumble of colors.
Again, that's what I was saying. Like it can be nauseating. Like with like so much, like not so much, like so. Going back to like the Avengers or something.
Yeah.
Like obviously, there's a timeline, like in the timeline before Infinity War and stuff, where the Hulk Banner is just Banner Hulk. Like he's always in Hulk form and stuff. But like they try to ease up on some of the CGI because you're constantly seeing him like that.
Yeah.
So it kind of balances in a way. But this movie, there's like it's just so much, and it's all a bunch of different stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's to the point where it's like flashbang, 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 flashbang of like.
What would the real set even have been?
Oh, it would have been nearly impossible to
The pageant.
to do it.
The pageant, or the recital was.
Yeah, but again, like Jack
Workshop
says,
was all green.
like Jack says, nobody wants to that sounds that sucks. No one wants.
Sucks.
We didn't need that scene. That one quick scene where he's when he's FaceTiming him and stuff. That's all we needed to see of that shit.
Where like Grilla sent the snow globe to Dylan, the son, to capture him in it. I love that they have to do R&D. They're like trying to figure out how the snow globes work
is funny,
in real time.
Yeah, they're like,
I would have waited to spring the plan maybe a little bit, but
yeah, well, they just do like the test one with that one like piece of shit with the parking tickets and shit.
Okay, we need like 2. Are we doing a couple more trials before we launch this? But
nope, they did it the one guy who got a ticket like in the Porsche and stuff, and that was it. And it was like, okay, it worked. It's like, great. There's no way it's not gonna not work now. Like, which was actually pretty funny.
So I sent it to Dylan, and at first I was like, well, why is she sending it to Dylan other than just to be mean to Jack O'Malley? But then Dylan answers. He's like, I'm here at the stupid pageant. Sucks. I'm like, oh, okay. So he's just a shitty kid, I guess.
Yeah, he's a shitty. Well,
and then when I rewatched, I was like, oh, I guess he did cut the tires of that guy.
He slashed the tires and like did all the like technically broke into the school's mainframe to like do stuff. So again, that's
classic
even being
kid
late.
stuff.
Classic
Who
kid
didn't do some of
stuff.
that?
Yeah,
Who
skipping
wasn't-
class so we
Yeah.
can chat up some girl.
Altering records. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Fine.
Who hasn't?
Who hasn't thought about doing that?
Who hasn't definitely done that?
Who
Disclaimer:
didn't
I
change
have not
Who
done
didn't
that.
change the 7 to? It's high school. They're gonna come back and get you.
Yeah,
So they're
right.
gonna take
Like-
back your diploma.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one time I tried to change my grades.
You'll say on the record.
I think on the record. I'm pretty sure I had a 72. I think I tried to change it to a 92.
Hell yeah! How'd it go?
Knowing me probably didn't work. Probably got caught. Or maybe not, because it was one of those when they had like the sheets. Like,
yeah.
So I think I just tried to like do a loop. It
Just
might
do a
have,
little
it might have
loop.
happened.
It might have
but
worked. Yeah.
It's one of those things where I'm out here now.
And it
so
just doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
it just
matter.
doesn't matter.
I did have a teacher one time who, senior year, was just like asking people what they needed to like get past a certain like.
Hell yeah.
And he's like, "What do you need? What do you need?" It was like the last half of senior year.
Yeah.
English class.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you guys can read? Cool.
like awesome. You guys can read. You know how to pick up on like basic metaphor. Fantastic.
Well, you already
like,
had to write the paper for the ACT, so it's like
Yeah. At that point.
I think like I think if you got below a certain grade, he might have been helping you, but like
Yeah.
I think I got like a 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
You could get on it. And I didn't have to. Anyways, why did we get on that? Oh, stupid teenage.
Yeah, stupid
just
teenage shit. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's why she sends it to him. But also to at this point she knows that Jack is like a part of it, and she's like, it's like, well, he's a piece of shit father, but he probably still
his
cares
kid's
about his
fault, too.
he cares about his son enough to not want him trapped in a snow globe forever, probably. So that's good. Kudos to him on that.
That was the only good thing he did. That was
Yeah.
the first turning point of him showing not to be a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
that's when he was like, he's like, I don't give a shit about anything. I'm going in the snow globe so I can go where she is.
$25K in a boxing match.
On a boxing match.
Every gambler knows you don't. Boxing,
25K.
the
He
judges
makes
are
it,
all-
and he makes it on the way to pay off his other debt. He's like on a job to pay off his other
That's
debt.
the guy he owes also money to. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, you owe me. Well, hey, while I'm at it, let me add to the debt.
He's like, yeah, no, it's fine. I'm gonna get it back. I'm doing a job right now. I'll pay you back. Also, 25K on that guy. And he's like, okay, whatever, you fucking moron. Like, basically, is what he says. I also, that opening scene, it was kind of like his like first, like the job he does, which turns out to be to like locate Santa. When he breaks into like a geological study that's like tracking like seismic things and stuff. And first of all, just so on the nose, literally steals candy from a baby as he's leaving.
Yeah.
To we already watched him do it so easy as if it was stealing candy from a baby, but then he actually does it.
Like he could have returned that pass to that.
He could have returned that pass,
He
throws it in the garbage, piece of shit.
steals candy.
He throws the fire extinguisher.
comically shitty
He hides the
away.
fire extinguisher and stuff, and like lets the dogs go loose. Like that. Like that's all like not necessary. They're already distracted by the fire.
Naughty. It's naughty.
It's very naughty.
That's level 4 naughty.
That's
behavior.
level 4. That's right. He's a level 4
an
dude.
L4.
He's an L4, dude. But also,
love
I have an
it.
issue with that scene because you're telling me all it takes is to get into one of those highly regulated scientific kind of buildings that has a security guard with a metal detector through. You're telling me
So many cameras.
that's what I'm saying. You're telling me there's not a single camera in there?
Yeah.
He's literally just walks
Yeah.
in, obviously picks something up and like plugs in his own like piece of tech so he can like break into it and stuff, and nobody's gonna be like, hey, who the fuck is that guy? Like, hey, wait, somebody just clocked into like used her
Stole all
badge
of
to
the
come
data.
in.
Oh, and the fact that
Like-
you just get into the computer.
Yeah, well, like it's like she was outside during the fire during this time. What the
doing
fuck?
yoga outside her job.
Yeah, like on a break. I guess.
don't understand.
Fucking like it's one of those
Her
places
her
that
lunch
has like
at the
out,
government
like-
building.
Yeah, like come on.
That's
I was
very
just like,
funny.
I was like, not a single camera. Everything else I could get behind. Like, yeah, he throws the thing away. He's a piece of shit. Like,
Right.
yeah, he lets the dogs
Well, they're
loose.
showing
Like,
some incredible technology in the rest of the movie too.
yeah, I mean
Like,
that's true. But the
there's not-
fact that he like, there's
no, that's what
not
I mean.
a
Like
single
you'd think they'd have cameras.
they would have, and like,
or facial recognition at this point.
In
If
a
we're being-
building
but
like
that's just gonna ruin movies. If
I
you
mean,
get
yeah,
too realistic
obviously,
with
but
it,
like,
'cause-
I mean, obviously, there's a suspension
Yeah.
of disbelief and stuff. But like, that is unbelievable. I have cameras in this room right now. like,
it's true.
come on.
I'm looking at 2 cameras right now.
right now. Like,
But-
and this government building doesn't have any, and someone wasn't watching it going, who's that?
Well, they were probably. Well, I think the idea is the fire was distracting everybody.
yeah,
But that dude in the building would have had no idea fire was happening.
exactly.
He would have been up in some like
Or he'd have been
third
like-
floor.
Yeah,
screen.
like looking at a bunch of screens of cameras and going, people are
He's probably watching the outside camera. that was looking at
handling
yoga
the
chicks.
handling the fire.
Sweet.
Great, awesome. I'm gonna go back to monitoring the rest of this
Oh,
building.
there's a fire outside. I better lock down.
Yeah, I should maybe.
in
Maybe
case
there's.
something happens.
Yeah, like maybe. Oh, someone could probably easily sneak
should
in here
look
right
in there.
now. Like that.
Sometimes
Just
you gotta
again,
get in and-
nitpicky. Like suspension of disbelief and all that. Like sure, but I was like, that's a little. Like literally, just like add again. It's not a long movie. Add like he has all this crazy tech and stuff. Add like one thing of him like messing with the cameras, even if it's kind of ridiculous. Like he just like somehow gets
True.
turns them off real quick. He like walks.
That's true.
He like
You
walks
think
by.
there's just like some B-roll you could
He
have.
steals a cane from an old man on the way in
turns the camera
and
on.
stuff, and he as he's walking by just pops
Like,
the cameras and turns them around.
Unplugs the one camera.
Yeah, just like unplugs a camera in a hallway. It's like, okay, so he is thinking about the cameras. We can move on.
yes.
10 seconds.
No,
10,
well,
10 more seconds to the
I
movie to
guess
add
it's
that.
a research facility, you know.
Yeah, but like
But, well, the thing is, why even have the
that much like having a
Yeah,
card,
just
having
don't even
a
have
having a
that.
guy outside
Yeah.
with and the metal detector and
you
stuff.
could set the research at like a college
Yeah.
and just be like this college
Exactly, like-
students discovered some seismic activity.
Yeah, like
whatever.
they're doing it and stuff. It'd be a lot
MIT or
yeah.
somebody- it could be a
Exactly.
smart school,
Yeah,
but, like,
exactly.
Or they don't necessarily like it could just be you could walk in, but he literally like, he just strolls into a government building where everyone's on lunch break.
Yeah, everybody
At the same
entire
time, the entire
Well, I think
building's empty.
if you look closely, when he comes into he like goes into the door to get to the hallway and stuff, there's somebody walking behind him in the background, just like in a lab coat, just like walks right
I
by
mean,
him.
that's true. Some of those big buildings, you don't know who's in it.
I mean, that's
I
true.
suppose. Like, you
Again,
gotta trust the badge.
again,
You gotta
just-
trust the badge, I guess.
the one that is in his hand and is also of a woman, a blonde woman.
I do wonder if those badges even like if they're just to scan with, and they're probably just looking at your face.
Yeah, a
to
lot of
see
it.
If you match the system.
Yeah, actually, like okay, yeah, sure.
You
I don't know. Again, nitpicky, but did kind of
plenty to
drive me
nitpick
crazy
about.
on the second watch. At the first watch, I didn't think twice about it. I was just like, okay, he's gonna break in, like, but like,
it was pretty over the top how evil he was.
yeah, again,
the
in the
very
take the like right on the nose, like he actually steals candy from
They
a
left
baby
no
on the
stone
way out.
unturned.
Yeah,
Like the degenerate dad.
Yeah,
thing.
which again, like-
shitty to his son,
Yeah.
gambler, alcoholic, just the whole 9 yards.
Hates Christmas.
Hates Christmas. Hates just people.
it's just people. Obviously,
mean
just
to
hates people.
strangers for no reason.
Mean to strangers. Mean to his child, his ex-wife, like everybody.
Disrespects
and the-
research,
Absolutely,
the sanctity of scientific research. It's not cool.
that's fucked up.
Using it for nefarious reasons.
That's also fucked
Selling
up.
it to Icelandic witches. It's not
yeah,
cool.
just to get just to lose it all.
So I wonder if this world exists like Marvel, where it's like
Mhm.
people know superheroes exist in the Marvel universe. Like
Like it's just the military because they escort him out.
that's what I'm saying. But like, I wonder. But all right, if Santa's real, Headless Horseman's real, Krampus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, is the world of Red 2 going to be like? Do the people of the world know that they live
in this
This is
magical
not
world.
Earth as we know it.
Yeah.
This is a fantasy.
Yeah, this is
world,
like a urban
but
fantasy
modern.
world. Yeah.
If fantasies actually came to modern time.
Yeah.
Like, what would it be like?
I don't know. Easter Bunny's real. Horrifying.
So I'm saying, the
Horrifying,
Easter Bunny would
probably.
be so scary.
Tooth Fairy?
Gigantic eggs.
Tooth Fairy? How fucking scary is
Oh
that?
my gosh, coming to get your
A
teeth.
fairy coming to get children's teeth and leaving like $1? That's fucking weird.
Yeah,
That's fucking weird.
didn't.
I hope they don't know.
So if you say Grila's name, she's supposed to be able to hear you.
Yeah. We've
So-
said it a lot.
Yeah, we've said it a lot of times.
She's about to bust through the window.
Let's get through. All right, the best stuff.
The best stuff.
Best
All
stuff
right.
I have to argue for why this movie is worth watching. Krampus.
Krampus.
So they get to Krampus and they're playing Krampus Schlap.
Yeah.
And Krampus Schlap is the official game of Krampusnacht. And I love that all the villains he's with, it's like the Chronicles of Narnia villains.
Yeah.
That's
They're
all I could
very
think.
Chronicle of Narnia.
I was like,
yeah.
it's like he's the Chronicles of Narnia, which is also, I guess, is pulling from probably similar ancient stories. I don't know.
Yeah,
Feels like
Lewis was a British hardcore Christian, but brought in fantastical stuff in there. So probably
Right, well, this
like,
is like traditional
European.
Well, a lot of
European
it's like
stuff.
traditional Christian stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of the monsters in this are not Christian, but like folklore.
Yeah, it's
Christmas.
very the folklore
Of
is
Christmas.
abound. Yeah,
Yeah,
which
but
is awesome.
It was funny how the monsters were very much like Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, they were very
I was
Chronicles
like
of
for
Narnia.
Aslan to
Yeah,
show up.
Where's what's Mr. Tumnus?
Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus. They say, when he slaps him, I
Yeah.
laughed very hard.
Yeah,
When
the
he-
slapping,
when
all
he-
the slapping was
when
very
he
good.
Krampus slaps that guy, and he just, I love a good bit of over the top slapstick.
Yeah,
Schlapstick. It was good. It was a little, again, kind of predictable where he like gets the thing and he puts it on his
Yeah.
arm and he slaps him.
yeah. It's like
Again.
obviously he was going to be able to like pickpocket that.
Yeah,
and
and
they
he
were
let
gonna
him
get out of
go,
it. Yeah,
and they
and
let him
stuff,
go,
yeah.
which he let him go. He's
Yeah,
just like,
he let him go. He was like, fuck it, it's
I'll
fine.
be back
But also,
later.
maybe he got to me because he does come back later
He does
and
come
help
back
save the
later.
day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They
Everybody except for Grilla changed their mind about Christmas.
Yeah, I will say that's the last good part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where if you were to come in and like argue it's not that good, after that point, it becomes the snow globes
Mm-hmm.
trapping people. I mean, again, I thought that was a good touch until I was trying to find the 5 movies.
Yeah.
I was looking at some Santa Claus scenes, and
Yeah.
apparently you got to hold the snow globe.
Yeah.
Be like, I don't want to be Santa, and
Mm-hmm.
then they take your power.
Mm-hmm.
And so, anyways, before that, I did think it was funny how Grilla had like one dump truck full of snow globes. Like, I'm going to get millions of people.
exactly.
It's
It's
like 1,000 snow globes.
yeah, just one of those giant like
Oh my gosh!
like
we gotta
commercial
ramp up
dumpsters.
yeah.
And like there's not a million of those.
No.
I mean, maybe she was gonna
ramp up
tap.
production.
She was gonna tap into Santa's
gonna
like
call
refill
Bezos.
thing. Yeah, there you go. He'll take care of it.
You bald bitch,
but
help me make these.
Also, with the snow globes, though, all Jack had to do was
Smash it?
apologize to his son and be like,
They
"I
both
love
got
you,"
out?
and they both popped out.
Okay,
So it's like, so it wasn't that hard to get out of it anyway. She
I was
really
wondering- I was
didn't.
wondering if I missed something about that.
No, I think it's literally he just like talks to his son, tells him he loves him, says he'll be around more, and like, yeah, Santa's real and Christmas is real and this is amazing and Christmas spirit's real, and then they just both shatter and then go back to full size. And they're like, we did it, and
is
it's
a
like
Christmas movie.
it is a Christmas
It is a
movie,
Christmas movie,
but it's also
so
like
Spirit of Christmas.
Grilla again. One test drive.
Grilla. Yo,
Grilla. Grilla. One test drive. Okay, it's working. It's fine. And no, like, gotta make sure it's airtight. Like, it's not like no matter how good you
Yeah.
all of a sudden change. Like, it's just like, okay, so now there's just billions of people that just
True.
all pop out and
True,
we're
and
like,
they, well, they all end up back at the warehouse too. So you could send in like a SEAL team member,
yeah,
like have him like lie to, I didn't take that naughty list. Touches it, gets in there. I did take it. And now he's out. And he's like in there.
he's
with
like,
the team.
yeah, and just like
That's
mows
funny.
them down. There you go.
Red 3.
Red 3. Yeah, we'll save that for 3. Yeah, because 2 we've already established needs more lore.
Only
we can
lore.
explain
No,
some
2's
lore.
gonna start at the beginning.
Yeah, I want
1,000
2.
years
I want
back.
like 2. I want Red 2 to be the like Silmarillion of
Yes,
this world.
absolutely.
I need to know.
Yes,
I'm
rings of
curious enough.
power, you
I'm
know.
curious enough to want to know more of like all that lore and like
I wrote down need
folklore.
more lore.
Yeah.
Like, what are the other North Pole monsters? Where do these people live?
Yeah.
How old are they?
How
Are they
old are they?
humans?
Are they
Are
human or not?
that have been just found their way to the North Pole? Are they elves? Again,
The elves working for the elf department.
I had another one.
Oh, here we go.
The Rock, Callum the Elf Johnson. He was like, this is the naughtiest things have ever been.
Yeah.
I have my doubts.
I don't think so.
You're real naughty. If it's just a numbers thing, true,
Yeah,
there's more people
sure.
now,
Mhm.
but percentage-wise,
Yeah, percentage-wise, like
you know what y'all were doing back then.
yeah, we know.
Before we made those laws, you know what y'all were doing.
You know what you did.
Every day you were doing it.
Mm-hmm. Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Like
This is not the naughtiest time. Now, not even meaning being late. People didn't have to be anywhere on time back in the day. So,
yeah, who gives a shit? You
This
show up when you
is all
show
very
up.
Subjective.
Yeah, exactly.
When the sun is here, we hope they come over the
Yeah, like that's
horizon.
the idea. It's like, but sorry,
attacked by wolves.
sorry, my horse died and I had to walk the last
my first
5 miles.
3 of my 7 children
Yeah,
fell in a hole.
Yeah, and we had to try and save. We only got one out, but that's good. Yeah.
Like you try to save and be like,
What the fuck are you talking
we'll
about?
Just have 3 more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, exactly. They'll be fine.
What are you talking about? Anyway,
It's a very good point. I did not consider that. Yeah, percentage-wise, he's way off.
Yeah,
He's way off base.
Genghis Khan. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
That's a real naughty boy.
that's a real naughty boy.
I don't think his band was behaving either.
No, I think he probably showed up on time though. So
Okay, I want more of the Red movie. I just need more.
more
I
of
need
what?
more of these Red ones.
Yeah.
Red 2s. Go back 1,000 years.
Please.
I want to see the falling out of Krampus.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
happened with them? There's a
Mhm.
story. That's cool.
All we know is they tried to make the naughty list be more punishing,
Yeah.
which is all like it kind of plays into like all the old timey tales.
Yeah.
How they
Yeah.
cut your tongue out.
Yeah,
and,
all
like,
real
pull
nasty
your
shit.
toes off with hot prongs.
Yeah, real nasty
that
shit.
stuff, yeah.
And he was like, "No, we're done here." Santa was like, "Fuck that. Fuck you."
No, I want to be loved. So
Okay. Great.
he
Well,
started working out. I need him to play Master Roshi.
Yes. Oh my god, that would
in a
be
movie,
incredible.
because that's what all I could see when he
Yeah.
like, stood up and Grilla was there. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, oh, is he about to just command man?
that would have been
bitch
amazing.
ass.
that would have been incredible. Honestly, it would have been incredible, but it's like, all right, what do we even do at this
Yeah.
point? But hey, whatever. I'm here for
I
it.
think he dressed up as Master Roshi one year for Halloween
I think
or something.
I maybe
or am I just imagining this?
it's very
Is-
easy to
Is
see.
it an edit?
It may be.
He didn't play him in an actual movie. 'Cause They made
No.
one live action Dragon Ball.
No, that was a while ago, and that was like a pretty.
Didn't they get an actual Asian man to play Master Roshi?
I believe so.
think they did.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen that, but I feel like I would have definitely known if he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also can picture it so clearly in my head that it's
Yeah,
like
I swear
it's like a false memory. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely
Again,
a thing.
speculate wildly.
Speculate
Don't
wildly.
look it up.
Don't
Never
look
look
it up.
anything up.
No, yeah.
Never look anything up.
No, maybe it's one of those Mandela effects thing. It's like he definitely did. It's like, no, there's no evidence of it.
I think he went. It must have been Halloween or something.
It must have been
Either way,
Halloween or
that
something.
needs to happen.
That does need to
That would
happen.
be so sick.
That would
'Cause
be
it's all
amazing.
I can imagine when he's just.
Yeah, when he's just fucking so jacked. Again,
And we need angry grandpas.
be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful,
Survive.
JK.
Survive forever. Forever.
Yeah, put
No
the
more
put the weights
steroids.
down. Put
Put
the
the
roids down.
The HGH
Yeah,
away.
it's fine. You don't need it. You're
I mean, he's
jacked.
probably on that clean stuff though. Like Hugh Jackman's been on some kind of something forever now.
Yeah.
He's still going.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
They get the best of the best.
They get the best of the
They're
best.
not-
They can afford
They're
it.
not getting a trash bag of
Yeah, they're not
sketchy.
a bunch of definitely not used needles.
Yeah, I've heard some bad stories about
Ooh.
internet steroids
No.
causing issues.
Yeah. Color me surprised.
Who would have known?
Yeah, who would have thought it? I don't know, man. You got anything else? I think we've hit
it's
a
a
lot.
short movie.
It's a short movie.
There's not much
We've
else to
talked
do.
about a lot though.
Yeah, we
so
talked about a lot that's not this movie.
that's
That's
also
okay.
fair.
It's worth watching. It's just there's not that much that's not action in this
Yeah.
movie. A lot of it's action.
Yeah.
Unlike the other one, had a lot of character-ish development.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I don't have any. Oh, the elf light repair. That was a funny last second scene.
Oh,
When
yeah.
he steps on the light and he like comes out. With
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
parachute.
Yeah. That was good.
Oh. No, never mind. Totally unrelated. I was gonna say Jingle All the Way when I mentioned that.
Oh yeah.
Jake Lloyd.
Oh, yeah.
Anakin Skywalker.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I just wrote that down.
Rad as fuck.
I didn't mention that earlier.
Oh, we
It has
love that.
Nothing
Yeah.
to do with this right now.
No, we love that.
Oh, Grilla's kids are shapeshifters. Why not? I just write that down.
Yeah, why not?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, she's a shapeshifter, so
Yeah,
I guess
true.
it's
True.
inherited
Again,
or
who's
something.
The father? Is it Krampus?
You
He
fucking
did
know.
show up and immediately just like got hit, and he's like, just like the old days.
Yeah, and he was super into it. He's a kinky dude, which is not shocking, I don't think. So,
where is Jack's dad again? What
Yeah,
was the point
why?
of that whole thing?
that whole thing,
There's
he's
no
really he can find
resolution.
anybody in the world, but not his own father. And if fucking say that, then like tell us like he tried to and he was dead, or like he reached out and they were like, and he was like, "Fuck you, I don't care about you," anything. Because it was such a big thing at the very beginning.
It was
Like,
it meant
just nothing.
It meant nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah, that was
I love just the insane Mission Impossible control room.
yeah, I love that.
Okay, there is
Again,
one
Mora, dude.
There's one thing. Mora,
The
gotta
Mora
find
shit.
the mythological outreach. There was one while you're doing that. There's one scene I need to pull up because this
Oh my god.
was so funny, and it won't work unless I can like show you. Was I supposed to say inside of the white square the whole time? Also, I did not.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. I stayed on the screen.
That's all that matters. Mora. Mythological Oversight and Restoration Authority.
Of course.
Amazing.
Of course. What was I thinking?
A clandestine multilateral military organization.
What if you can get
Amazing.
Red One,
Mhm.
26 minutes, 40 seconds in. Anyways, he just comes in.
Mhm.
The Rock comes in, and Lucy Liu's like,
Mm.
"What happened, Cal?" And he just slams that chair.
he just
slams, and he breaks it. You see the wheels fly off.
He just
I don't know,
yeah, just so fucking mad, dude.
dude.
I mean, hey, that's what happens on a one last ride kind of a mission, dude. Of course it's gonna go wrong.
Dude,
like
It's so funny.
it's very funny.
I swear it had to have been a joke on the set or something. Just like,
Had to be.
what if I just like broke this chair? They're like, fuck it.
No, or like one of those like happy accident kind of things where it's like he slams it down and it just shatters, but everybody keeps rolling
You
and like
literally
keep
see a wheel
going.
bounce off.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
It's very funny. Yeah,
I love
just,
The
like,
Rock.
he is literally a superhero. The snowmobile thing. He does a.
Yeah, we didn't talk enough about that.
He does a.
He has like the whoa, 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 like,
well, he does the
shrink
powers.
rays.
Yeah, the shrink ray, the Ant-Man technology,
Should've
and
been.
but like he does a fucking. He pops a wheelie
and cuts the
and
glacier.
cuts the glacier
And-
to
yeah,
cause a
that was
thing.
insane.
He's a fucking superhero, and like
superhero.
he's not human.
No,
like,
no.
like
Hundreds of years old.
like I don't understand why he was being so coy about
They're
it.
closer to mythological gods than
Yeah.
they are
Oh yeah,
anything.
there's
that would be human.
demigods at
Yeah.
least. Like Santa
Well,
might be a
Santa
god.
Would be like a Zeus almost.
Yeah, like a Zeus
to
type.
make Krampus kind of like, was it Hades? Is the opposite? Of
Yeah,
Zeus?
Hades.
So-
Yeah, but still, and a brother and
and
everything.
brother.
Yeah, but then and like Grilla obviously is a god, and then but then like yeah, like fucking Cal
just
is a
want-
demi.
I just want more.
There's one more. Yeah, let's
Give-
expand this
give
lore.
me more. Jack O'Malley does not need to come back. The
No,
wolf,
I'm fine.
The wolf was fine.
Again, my whole thing,
But he was funny.
My whole vision with he did great.
But
Chris
it's
Evans
less
did
funny
good.
if he like understands the world. It's
Exactly.
his reaction, everything. He's
Exactly.
that's
I
the
want
idea.
Lucy Liu to come back to be the head of Mora.
Make her the star of the next one.
Exactly.
It's
Or
her team. Not
well,
the
no,
star,
that's
but, like,
the thing.
Her.
It's like I think it's just like you pretty much do
Her
the
team.
exact same story. Like you have somebody who's like a part of whatever holiday system and stuff, and like she's the one being like, you need to fucking fix this shit, and and they like
Easter
really
Bunny
just
goes
like come in.
missing.
Yeah, Easter Bunny goes missing or some shit, like, or they have to like somebody's trying to, I don't know, again we talked about the tooth fairy, for some reason somebody's trying to steal all the tooth fairy's
teeth, all the
teeth
money.
that she's collected, or like all the money, so
that
she
she
can't
leaves behind.
give it out, like, and stuff, and
Yeah.
like that would ruin like some important part of the world for some reason.
Ruined Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, like for some fucking reason, and like she has to go in and like get somebody. You get an
another
everyday
great one.
man
Oh,
team up, like get somebody else.
she has to keep finding.
Get a fucking
more.
Paul Rudd in there, dude. Speaking of anime, get Paul Rudd in there.
Paul Rudd would make a good.
He would be really good in this
He'd
because
be
he would
good
do
at
the
Red
same good, like, what the fuck is that? like, kind of shit. So, I don't know. It could happen. I'm here for it.
I think they should.
I think they should.
Lucy Liu's department, Mora, just like a Mora-based one. You
Yeah.
don't have to make it about Christmas. You have a little cameo, but they're off doing their own thing.
Yeah,
like-
they could, like, come in to, like,
They're-
they could, like, do, like, advice.
They're
Like,
going to Hawaii.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
during that time, it's like, because it's, we can't disturb Santa. He's on vacation. We got to
Yeah.
finish this problem without
Yeah.
bothering him.
Exactly.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, well,
Easy.
let's cast it. Who would be? So you got Lucy Liu.
I'm thinking Paul Rudd.
Paul
as
Rudd.
the everyday man.
Paul Rudd's the older everyday man.
And then
It's got to be one of his kids gets drawn into it.
yeah, something with one of his kids.
Older kid, kind of like
yeah. Gotta have like a teenager,
somehow
like in
gets
some
drawn
way.
in.
Honestly, a Dave Bautista for like the Rock, the elf type.
That'd be really good.
Another big guy,
Much cheaper, not $50 million.
Yeah, not $50 million for this $250 million fucking thing. Like,
I cannot believe that.
yeah, insane. It's insane. I think like a Dave Bautista type. Him and Paul Rudd would probably have good energy.
I think so.
Do again some Tooth Fairy shit. Lucy Lou's like, we had a similar situation a few years ago. I'm going to connect you to this guy, and then there's
another team of elves.
and then the Dwayne, and then Cal's there, and like just gives him some quick advice on like a video call, just to have a cameo to shout out and stuff.
They'd be at the beach with the Nick Kroll.
Should we write this movie?
We should.
Should we write this movie
Red
and pitch
2.
it to Amazon?
Yeah. Well,
Like-
then they'll just be like, we have 16 of them written on
They're
it.
like, yeah, they're literally AI is cranking them out.
Yeah.
Like we're good for the next 20 years.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We could do a bunch of different casts. I am curious if they are casting these themselves or if there's some kind of like, if it's one person casting these movies, they're doing a very good job.
They're doing a very good
I
job.
think-
Whoever is in charge of
I hope
casting.
it is one person. But
Yeah, it's
or
like
a team is fine. But I just mean like if it's
yeah. Well, there's usually like a casting credit, like and stuff. There's like a casting like union, like and stuff. You know, like the Screenwriters Guild. Like there's a guild for casting and stuff.
zero
And like
unknown people.
who's in the like the top position, so they get the credit and stuff.
right.
But they probably have people.
It's their department.
It's like they're the head of the department, so they get the credit and stuff. Because you know, like the cinematographer,
Yeah,
it's like there's a cinematographer, and then there's
outside
director
consultant,
two,
I'm
and then assistant directors, and all that stuff. They're all part of the cinematography team and stuff like that. So, whoever's in charge of it did a really good job. The casting was
It's
impeccable.
never anyone unknown, really. That's just the thing.
No.
Like
This
Dylan,
movie-
maybe I looked up Dylan even. I
Yeah,
was like, what this kid been in? Just other
just other random
random
shit here and
shit.
there. Oh, we're definitely not gonna ever get if
like
they
a
do more of these.
discovered
No
person.
one's gonna make their career by being this. They're not gonna do like J.J. Abrams with bring Star Wars back and be like Daisy Ridley. I want her because she's been in a couple tiny little things and no one really knows who she is.
That's what I missed,
Let's
though. I
do
want more Daisy
that. And then
Ridleys.
John Boyega and stuff. Oscar Isaac, he'd been around, had and stuff already, and so like we'll throw him into.
He's in a lot of stuff
and
now,
he's just
too.
fucking amazing and stuff. I'm glad he's in a bunch of stuff. Like he's phenomenal. Moon Knight.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Ex Machina.
Ooh.
Moon Knight was good.
Moon Knight was crazy.
Weird as hell at times.
Yeah.
Also, I think maybe would have at parts of me thinks if it was cut like a movie
Yeah.
instead of a show,
Mm-hmm.
and then also Eternals.
Yeah.
So that should have been a show, not a movie. Because
Yeah.
as a movie, we watched it like in 2 parts. It was like a snow day or something. Watched an hour and a half of it because it's so long. Stopped,
So long.
ate lunch or whatever, came back, watched the other hour and a half.
Mhm.
Very enjoyable.
I hated it.
As one sitting through, well, I couldn't imagine sitting through the whole thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
in a theater.
I think that's what I did.
Yeah, I
It was
couldn't imagine.
not-
We were like pausing it, like
It was not.
because it's set up like
Mhm.
like a show.
Yeah.
Like each
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff wrong with it. Yeah.
each Eternal. I don't know. They just got. They're finally going to address the big hand.
Yeah, I
in the
know. Like,
next one.
literally haven't mentioned that, which is whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go on record and say, like I said, I already did a quick review thing on my socials.
Oh, you did?
Yes, Neal.
Wow.
I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a very fun, dumb Christmas watch. Again, don't think about it too much, and you'll have a good time. and
Christmas
stuff.
Day watch.
Yeah, like you
Like
can
when
watch
you just
it.
have movies on.
Yeah, exactly. And like literally, you could pop in at any moment and be like, "Yeah, okay," and probably be like, "Okay," like, "Oh, they're with Krampus now." Like, it's not as like I was surprised that it was there, seeing it in theaters. But like, I feel like if you just came in and out and you're like, "What's happening now?" It's like, "Oh, they had to meet up with Krampus." You'd be like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." Like, because it's just dumb. It's a dumb, fun Christmas movie.
It is.
I enjoy it.
I think I'll
it's
watch
a fun
it.
watch.
I'll probably watch it most years on Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, I will definitely probably watch it again next year
Yeah.
and stuff. Because like watched it last night and I was like, I saw it a few weeks like a month ago in theaters and stuff, and that was a fantastic watch in theaters. But like last night I was like kind of drifting in and out, paying attention, but I also was like still enjoyable. You know,
Absolutely.
like I looked at my phone for like 20 minutes and then like looked back and was like, oh, we're at the snowman scene fight. Sick.
Well, when you see like,
Like-
the other Christmas movies, when we were looking up the other ones,
Yeah.
I was like, this falls in line with that.
Yeah, it falls
It's
in line
not
with all
much
that.
worse than than some of these.
No, I mean like you could like,
Ghosted straight up. I forgot that movie. I had to look up what it was called. I was like, what did we talk about?
Yeah, what did we even talk about?
But,
yeah, that one was wild.
But this one, yeah, a one watcher maybe. Once a year watcher.
Yeah,
watch it
year.
once.
Yeah, watch it once.
It's not so offensive that you'll even remember
yeah.
that you watched it, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Hour and a half again, like is a good length.
Yeah.
And it's really not because intro and
yeah,
credits.
it's a
hour
genuine popcorn flick. I understand why 90% of the audience is like, yeah, it's great, like totally rocked it, like loved it, kind of thing.
Maybe if The Rock and Chris Evans fatigue wasn't where it was, does better.
Yeah, that's good.
But also, no one but Amazon could pay The Rock $50
million to actually try.
But he did try.
He did.
He did give us a $50 million performance.
Yeah, he's $50 million performance.
I don't think Bezos cares.
I guess.
Much.
No.
I think he's like, it's fine.
He's like, fuck it. Yeah. Here's a check.
He's like, can I see The Rock at the red carpet and wear my cowboy hat next to him?
Exactly. It'll be
then it's worth it.
Hold on, but make sure to give me a couple apple boxes to stand on. Nobody shoot below.
Leave me The Rock's trailer afterwards. I will smell it. Just goes in there.
Yeah, some weird
I'm
way
Dwayne
too
Johnson.
exactly.
I'm Dwayne Johnson.
make me a costume like his in my size. I want one.
The Rock.
He's
His
just
free time just cosplaying as The Rock. Oh yeah. He's not even bald. Actually, Bezos can grow hair. He's like, no, I can't. I'm bald like The Rock.
Exactly. Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
no.
fun fact. If you didn't know,
to the dungeon with that one.
Yeah, if you didn't know, he can grow hair. He just refuses to. He's just like, fuck that shit. That's really fucking funny.
From here down.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so hairy. Just the head is bald.
No, he gets he gets that shit waxed and shaved and shit.
Man, he's been a naughty boy since he
level 4,
dude.
He's level 4, dude.
Bezos is a level 4.
He's a fucking level 4.
L4. It's so funny watching him with his girlfriends and stuff. I don't know if they're married now, but just so funny. He just goes, "I'm just gonna be a billionaire.
I'm just gonna
be ridiculous.
I want to be Batman. He wants to be Batman.
Yeah.
He wants to be Bruce Wayne. And
more power to him. I guess.
mean, no,
Yeah.
fuck that guy.
No, yeah.
I'll say on record,
Yeah.
fuck that guy.
Yeah.
That guy
Give us some
blows.
of the money back, Jeff.
Yeah,
please.
come on, man.
Please, we need some.
It's fine.
Yeah, closing remarks. That's it. Really.
Yeah, that's really it. Yeah, good movie. It's worth a watch.
It's good. Good debate.
Good debate. We did it.
We'll say
shaking hands.
I did. This was almost Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, we did almost do Passion of the Christ.
Felt bad.
Started
watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I going to judge this?
Yeah.
And not make it sound bad.
Yeah, you texted me and you were like, yeah, we're just gonna need to do red one. I can't. Like,
I'm not Jesus.
Like, I don't think.
Just feels weird.
I don't think we talk shit.
It is weird that the second one called Resurrection is just so funny.
It is very.
What's it going to be about?
So
I guess the time in between.
It's just so franchisey, like the way it's
Resurrection.
like.
It sounds like I'm pretty sure Underworld did a Resurrection.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's Halloween, Michael Myers, Resurrection. Like there's like it's just so.
Jesus would whoop Michael Myers' ass.
Facts. There's no doubt about it in my mind.
Yeah. Do that one. Jesus versus the horror movies, and he just beats them all.
You
up.
have to, right?
I don't know if that's blasphemous. Sorry, but that was gonna be if we again. How are you gonna judge Passion of the Christ?
It definitely feels weird to try to.
Well, it's also if that's someone's favorite movie.
Yeah,
we were at a golf course the other day, and we were like about to tee off, and someone else asked how good that course was. It's not that good of a course.
Yeah,
but we were next to some strangers.
Yeah.
Who were about to go, and I just didn't say anything because I was about to be like, it's kind of shitty.
It's kind of shitty.
I didn't want it to be their favorite course.
Yeah, right. Yeah, on it. I get what you're saying.
They might be the one they play every weekend.
No, yeah.
It's kind of how I feel about Passion of the Christ. If that's someone's favorite movie, and you're just dumping on it, and you're.
I mean. Shit, that's what this whole podcast is about. Really,
yeah, but that one, no.
Like that one's different. Yeah, you know,
no one's religion.
I will happily shit on National Treasure and like A Knight's Tale, which are like cult classics.
Yes.
And, like when I put out a Knight's Tale episode, Nick texted me and said, "How fucking dare you?" Like he was like super. He was like, "Are you joking?" And I was like, "Yeah,
it's a
like,
perfect movie." Though. I mean, I guess no perfect movie to be on this.
To be on this,
because like. I mean, much like Ghosted, much like this. I think 31's way harsh. 90 is probably
31's way harsh.
Over.
Yeah, I would say a comfortable rating would be somewhere more like I'd give it a solid like 62.
Okay,
something like that. 60s. Somewhere in the 60s.
The best you could give.
Probably not 65. You know, there's some good 65s out there that should be
good movies.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think 65 is like you would watch it with someone and not.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I would watch this with whoever. If you had a problem with this.
Oh yeah, Austin and I went and saw it, and we both were like, "Great popcorn flick." It was fun. It was
sweet.
a fun little thing to just go watch, like on a random like night we
Did you
both
see
had off. Or
Gladiator
whatever.
2?
No.
In theaters, it was worth it, I would say. I don't know that I would have. Not that it's bad, but it was so long.
I don't know.
That
I
being
heard
stuck in there kind of helped.
I heard from some people, quote, dog shit.
Oh, I wouldn't say dog shit. Too many characters.
Yeah.
A mini review here. Too many characters.
Yeah.
And not as good as the first one. Made me appreciate the first one more.
Yeah,
how
I heard a
how
lot of that.
concise it is.
Yeah.
How just on,
It's very-
pays attention.
Yeah, which
and
is fair.
That one doesn't.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. I'll see it at some point.
Also, almost hit him with the curveball of doing Draft Day as the movie today.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
if you've ever seen that, but
I don't think I have.
I'm reserving Draft Day to all future
All right.
because when the draft comes up, hopefully the Titans have the number 2 pick,
Right?
or the
Yeah.
number 1 pick.
Yeah, go tits.
I want to do Draft Day in preparation for that because
sounds good.
movie. We'll see what you think.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah,
But
we'll
this is
see.
funny shit.
All right, cool. We'll do so yeah, next time you're on we'll do draft day. We'll do it closer to the NFL
Potentially,
draft.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be rad.
Maybe we'll get a couple of Titans fans. We'll do,
Yeah,
we'll
that would
do
be
a
good
round
too.
table of
Yeah, we do a good
sports
round table.
movies.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
The
That's not a
worst
bad
sports
idea.
movie.
Yeah, one of those atrocious sports
The
movies.
worst, this goofiest but like renowned word, like for instance, I'm not getting into it.
Save
but
it,
like
save it.
Rudy, for instance. Like,
Oh,
what-
yeah.
so silly,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
silly. Half the
It's-
movie's so lame.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one scene's cool. The
Yeah,
rest
the
of
one
it is
scene, everything
just
else is
kid who sucks at football gets his hand held the entire.
that's literally exactly what
Yeah.
that movie is. And the one scene is like, wow, okay,
There's a
yeah,
lot. There's
like,
somebody
that's
who's
great.
not making the team because Rudy's fucking spot.
Yeah, it's insane. It's pretty insane.
Shit, they're playing right now. Notre Dame.
Right now?
Yeah, the game got postponed to today.
On Thursday? Oh, that's right. You were
Got
talking about that. Yeah.
postponed, to today.
What's the score? Give us the score real quick.
Wow, they're winning just like I thought they would.
Rudy.
Hasn't started yet.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. Watch the note. Oh, whoa.
Wow, what a score.
What a score.
All right.
All right. Well, yeah. So watch this movie. It's worth it. Watch it, even if it's just at Christmas time.
Watch the movie.
Watch the movie. Let's see. Follow on TikTok until it's gone later this month, maybe? Question mark. Who knows? We'll find out.
YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts will be on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. Bad Movie Debate, Bad Movie Debate Pod. You'll find it. It's not that hard. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate it. I was glad you were able to come into town and
I'll
do
come
it. That
into
was
town
awesome.
Every time,
Cool.
probably.
Hell yeah. I
It's
mean,
way
yeah, that sounds
easier
good.
than
Yeah.
setting up.
It's a lot more
anything
fun
else.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again,
This
he's got
huge
so
studio.
many useless people behind camera,
Oh yeah.
just not doing anything.
Yeah.
This guy's been on his phone the whole time.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna have to talk to that PA later.
Wait, my latte is still yet to be delivered.
Yeah, I've been itching for a damn latte this entire time, but
Oh, 0-0.
0-0.
Good luck,
There you
Notre
go.
Dame.
Good luck, Notre Dame. Rudy.
Or Rudy, fuck you.